There are a lot of good ways to learn a new language, from tutors to tutorials to traveling to another country and even joining the average CSGO lobby. But there are also a lot of bad ways to learn a new language. My name's Yama, and in order to make my life as miserable as possible, I've decided to learn languages in the most unconventional, weirdest ways possible. What? Let me introduce you to my friend Language Simp. He's a hyper polyglot giga chat alpha male who's very attracted to every woman and man on the planet. And today I want to see if it's possible to learn a new language only by watching his videos. Your immediate reaction should be, Yama, this is one of the worst ideas I've ever heard of. And you know what? Just shut the fuck. The language I've decided on is Spanish because I can re-roll my R's, and Los Pollos Hermanos is my favorite restaurant. The rules are pretty simple. I can only use Language Simp's videos in order to learn the language. And I can only use Google Translate for Spanish phrases, so that I basically can't just Google Translate everything from English. What the heck? Now let's take a quick language test to show you just how great my Spanish is. Taking this placement test has landed me in Unit 6. To give you a little bit of a perspective, in order to reach B1 on Duolingo, you need to complete 66 units. So yeah, I'm a little ways away from that. But when I retake this placement test at the end of the challenge, hopefully I will be further along. So you may be wondering, how am I even gonna learn a new language by watching some stupid Americans speaking Americanese on YouTube? And alright, so my plan is pretty simple. Language Simp has a few short clips of him speaking Spanish on his channel. It's not much, but listening to these clips will help me get an understanding of what Spanish should sound like.
Did you know that hola can actually be an extremely offensive slur? To avoid insulting someone, use the more colloquial phrase, eres un hijo de puta, if you're talking to a man. There's
obviously not a lot of these clips, so I ended up finding a new method of learning Spanish, and it's all through this one little button. YouTube has this feature where you can auto-translate captions into another language. It's not always accurate, but it should help me establish a baseline Spanish vocabulary. I'm gonna start translating some of his videos and see what random words and phrases I can pick up. Let's just see how this goes. I ended up only having time to study in the evening, which was unideal because I was more tired, but oh well, this is low-key kind of fun. I wrote out about a page full of new words and verbs, making sure I try to pronounce them as I write them out. Then I decided it would be kind of good to do a small test and try to write out a short paragraph using the vocabulary I have accumulated. Okay, well, here's what I got. Hola, mi nombre es Yama. Desafortunadamente, yo no hablo español, pero me enamoré con este idioma. Yo soy un hombre y yo soy canadiense. También yo disfruto comer porque yo necesito. What? I know it's rough, I know it's basic, and I know it's probably wrong in a lot of places, but this is just the beginning and I have nothing but room to improve. So let's just see where the next day takes us. On day 3, I ran into a problem. Getting vocabulary through subtitles is just too slow and inconsistent. A lot of the times the words would just be outright incorrect, or I would miss a word that I actually thought was useful. So I decided to switch up my approach to learning Spanish. In the rules, I mentioned I can only learn Spanish from Language Simp's videos, and that involves the whole video, including the comment section, which is still a part of the video. You see, if you scroll for long enough on there, you will run into these weird people talking in this bizarre language called Mexicanese. Using these comments, we can learn vocabulary faster and simultaneously test our ability to read. Okay, so one thing I actually just noticed that I have a slight advantage in this challenge. I speak French, and for those who don't know, French and Spanish are pretty similar. Triste means sad, dormir means sleep, and putain means a famous Canadian meal. Because there are so many similarities, I have an easier time understanding vocabulary that I don't already know, which definitely speeds up the language learning process. Now, let's keep this going.
Stafford, this shit fire.
Lately, I can't see the sunshine. I don't know which way to go. It takes a lot to get my mind right. But you stole my soul. Lately, I can't seem to see the sunshine. Oh, hey, I just need some time away from you. Oh, yeah, so I can get high for a minute. I can get by, I'll be winning. I just need to turn up.
What did he say?
I think it's kind of funny that these random people have no idea that I'm using their comments as fuel for my Spanish learning. Think about that next time you leave a comment online. There could be some random guy named Yamo who's using your comment to learn what the word is for
Delincuente sexual.
One week of learning Spanish using only Language Simps videos. I just can't believe I actually made myself do this. But it's time for me to take the placement test to see if I've improved or not, and yeah, let's just see how it goes. If you remember, 7 days ago I placed in Unit 6. Hopefully I'll be placed a little farther than that this time. Okay, if that is correct, that means I've been placed in Unit 21. From Unit 6 to Unit 21. That's a pretty big jump. I know this is definitely not an accurate measure of my actual level, but hey, over the course of this week, I've definitely improved my vocabulary and just my ability to form sentences. This has definitely been one of the stupidest ways that I've attempted to learn a language, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, but hey, I'm one step closer to becoming a polyglot. Anyway, let me know what other challenges I should do next time, and I will see you next time.